so this is going to be a stretch for our glutes and deep rotators of the hip, external rotators of the hip specifically. So what we're going to do is ideally just get into a sort of hurdler position on the floor here, and then we're going to take the leg that we want to stretch and place that foot over the other leg. Now, some people may find it more comfortable to have this leg in. I find that it can lead to a deeper stretch, but it does require a little bit more flexibility off the start. So a lot of times we'll begin here and build into having that under leg bent as well. So from here, we're going to try and hug this tight to our chest. It doesn't have to be so tight that we're really straining. Really, we just want to be able to have a nice firm grip on this knee so that we're connected with our upper body and this leg. Okay, so I'm going to get my opposite arm around. This tends to be the most secure position, but again, you can start with the other arm around and just do something like this if getting up tight is a little bit of a struggle. So from here, I'm just going to lean away from this side, and I'm going to get a nice stretch through this whole side of the hip. And if I can give you a profile here, I'm just leaning straight away on this side. I'm trying to kind of keep this glute on the ground. I'm not lifting up and away. I'm just leaning with my shoulders and my torso to get into that stretch of all this stuff back here. If we are going to progress to having that leg underneath, it's going to look a little bit more like this, where I'm going to just be dropping through that other side away from the hip that I'm trying to stretch, but obviously I'm a little bit more curled up underneath so it gets even deeper into some of those deep rotators. But again, starting with this leg out and just gently leaning away is a great place to get a good stretch if we're just kind of starting this journey of opening up these external rotators of the hip. So start where you feel the stretch. It's not so deep and intense that you can't breathe through it. You should be able to, nice and smooth, 2 minutes of time under tension to start. If you need to break that up into 60-second increments, even 30-second increments, come out of the stretch, come back in, and eventually build your way up to that 2 minutes of continuous time under tension for this one. All right, so external rotation of the hip stretch from the floor hurdler position.